I had a fruitful garden. I had effective ministry. Comfortable and fruitful. And I could walk out in the garden and look at all the fruit. Say, look at all that. But God said, see that weed? I said, well, look at the fruit. How often do we excuse ourselves because we say, look at all these positive things? But God said, that's a weed. Now, you know what God said to me in just very direct communication? Some of you say, do you really think God could just talk to you like this? You just have conversation like that? No, I don't just think so. I know so. I know that we can live by every word that is proceeding from the mouth of God, and I know that every word is proceeding from the mouth of God will be in perfect harmony with the Word of God and the written Word, but the written Word and the letter killeth, but the Spirit giveth life. You can be pickled in Scriptures and be dead as a hammer. You can look like people drug your church congregation up from the local morgue and propped them up in the pews. They don't just look like mannequins anymore, they just look like the dead, propped up. I'm not being, if you think I'm scolding, I'm not scolding, I'm just telling you that's how it is. Because you can take truth and you can pound it into people and you can take the Bible and beat them over the head with it, but until the words of this book begin to be written in your heart and then written with your life, not in tables of stone, but in the fleshly tables of men's heart, and your life becomes a living testimony and you overcome by the word of your testimony, and the word of your testimony is not your testimony about being sick or how God did this. This is the word of your testimony. It's what He says. It's what He did. It's who He is. And you take this word and it begins to live in you, and instead of you carrying the word carries you. And this is the way God says, I want you to live. This is the way God intends us to live. This is what He invites us to, and to settle for anything less than that is to settle for weeds in the garden. And you excuse yourself with 100 different excuses.